Glass comets crossing the avenue, lost frequencies breaking through. Count to three, let the skyline bend. Open the gate again. I found a map in a vending machine, folded between all the in-between. Every corner marked with invisible links, showing where forgotten futures sink. Dust made halos around the train, names drifted past like weathered planes. Everybody chasing a mirrored sun, I was searching for the missing one. Running through the static river, holding pieces of a silver shiver. Something in the distance keeps calling like a secret elevator, falling upward. Every heartbeat changing color, every shadow learning how to hover. Take my hand before it disappears, before the moment turns to crystalline. Switch way. Blinking gold, stories of satellites never told. I saw tomorrow wearing yesterday's face, smiling from a different place. Paper planet fell from the clouds, landing softly among the crowds. Every fragment carried a sound like lost dreams finally being found. Now the city breathes in rhythm, electric vines across the night. Something in the distance keeps calling like a secret elevator, falling upward. Every heartbeat changing color, every shadow learning how to hover. Take my hand before it disappears, before the moment turns to crystalline. I can hear the silence bloom inside abandoned rooms. Slow down, all the echoes gather near. Nothing vanished from here. If the maps dissolve away, we'll become the great one. Switch way. wave. Feel the whole world shifting now. Glass comets crossing the blue. The gate stays open for you. Switch way. Paper satellites above the lane, drawing silver circles in the ring. Every window holds another scene, like 1,000 lives I've never been. I was counting sparks on passing trains, keeping little earthquakes in my brain. Every dream arrived without a name, then it vanished before the morning came. Footsteps folded in the city sound, lost and found and lost and found. But your voice cut through the crowded blur like a secret only stars had heard. Now the pavement starts to drift away, like the world forgot its way today. Something pulling every doubt apart, turning static into beating hearts. Glass horizon, watch the distance come alive. Glass horizon, every color learns to die. Through the edge, where the future leaves a sign. Glass horizon, you and I redefine the line. Run it up through the crystal current. Run it up, feel the moment turning. Run it up, nothing stays uncertain. Glass horizon, midnight gardens growing from the steel, blooming where the old maps disappear. Every heartbeat paints another route, through the places nobody talks about. Folds into the sea. If the clocks erase their memory, I'll still carry this electric thread, leading where we haven't wandered yet. No goodbye inside this frequency, only doors becoming possibilities. Glass horizon, watch the distance come alive. Glass horizon, every color learns to die. Through the edge, glass horizon. Every dream begins to rise. Glass horizon. See the universe revives. Paper satellites still drifting slow across the worlds we'll never outgrow. Glass horizon in our eyes remains, drawing new constellations in the rain. Silver trains inside my bloodstream lane. Letters dissolve when I try to name the pain. Glass orchard grows in the signal rain. I touch the noise and it calls me again. Paper clocks floating, moving air. Every second forgets it was ever there. I chase the sound that bends the stair, leading somewhere that isn't there. You're speaking sparks, I decode slow. Language of fractures only we know. Time is a river with broken code. I step inside and it overloads. Sin runs, run, we collide in the data sun. Sin runs, run, every memory comes undone. Sin runs, run, no gravity holding us down. Heart in a pixel storm. Cold light wraps, but it keeps me warm. Lost in a rhythm that has no form. Still I follow where it was born. Midnight stitched with electric thread. Thoughts like satellites overhead. You pull me out of what I said into places we've never read. I don't need maps, I need your tone, breaking the code in my bone. We're not human, we're overgrown. Signals learning to be our own. Stay in nets, run, we collide in the dead of sun. Stay in nets, run, every memory comes undone. Stay in nets, run, no gravity holding us down. Hear the future making a sound. If the world resets its face, I'll still find your frequency trace. Even silence can't erase the way you shift my inner space. Send it right through the fracture, we become one. Send it right until the meaning is done. Send it right, no beginning left to our Send it right, we are the echo Clockwork dust in my open palms, it hums. Every second falls and comes undone. Walking through a hall made of forgotten names. Touch a frame and it rewrites my pain. I hear footsteps that I never took before. Echoes knocking on a glass's door. Somewhere in the walls my younger voice still calls, like it's trapped inside a paper waterfall. Hold it slow, don't let it fade. We are carved from yesterday. Paper gravity, pull me in. Where the lost ones still begin. Turn aside. forgets our trace, we will echo in a different place. Hands up through the falling dust, we were never meant to run. Pray for gravity, pull me in, where the lost ones still begin. Turn the silence into skin. I remember again. Pray for gravity, stay with me. Break the locks of memory. Every moment starts to bend. I remember again. A single breath, the heart dissolves, but something human still evolves. I remember again. Elevator ghosts in the frequency wall, button still glowing after the fall. Someone left a sound in the seam of time. Press it once and it starts to climb. We walk through floors that forgot their names. Metal corridors breathing faint refrains. My shadow skips like a broken file, repeats itself every while. You appear in the emergency light, folded into a different night. Your voice tastes like unread codes, pulling me through unknown noise. Don't touch the silence, it reacts, turns every memory into cracks. But I can feel you override the system hiding inside. Click in the hollow, we follow, we follow. No ground to borrow, we hollow, we hollow. Click in the hollow, your signal, I follow. Every echo turns into tomorrow. Hollow click, time bends, flick, split. Hollow click, we exist in the glitch. Stairs go upward into rewind. Each step erases what we left behind. I taste old futures in the events, like messages never sent. You and me in the broken lift, gravity losing its grip. Numbers falling off the screen, becoming something unseen. Don't lock the door, it learns your name, then rewrites how you became. But I still hear your voice survive inside the coded drive. Click in the hole, we follow, we follow. No ground to borrow, we hollow, we hollow. Click in the hollow, your signal, I follow. Every empty echo turns into tomorrow. If the building forgets our trace, I'll redraw you in empty space. Even if the lights erase, I'll still hear your pace. Click in the hollow, we follow, we follow. Broken time we swallow, we hollow, we hollow. Click in the hollow, nothing left to borrow. Only your echo becomes tomorrow. Elevator still breathing your tone, doors open into unknown.